Alright, so it has to be a quick video today, but I wanted to say something really quick. I think this tweet by Trump in which he says, so Germany is paying zero interest and is actually being paid to borrow money, while the US, a far stronger and more important credit, is paying interest and just stopped, I hope, quantitative tightening. Strongest dollar in history, very tough on exports, no inflation. I think this is a good example of bad economics, yet contrastly, it's good political maneuvering. It's bad economics because, of course, the Federal Reserve keeping interest rates low distorts the entire credit market. It destroys savings accounts. It artificially boosts the stock market, which will help it plummet even further in the future. And it helps us monetize the debt so we can kick the can further down the road. Low interests are basically financed Novocaine so we don't have to feel any pain in the short term. But the reason why this is good political maneuvering is because Trump is setting himself up so if the economy crashes before 2020, he has a huge scapegoat he gets to pin it on. And he'd be correct, but for the wrong reasons. The Fed needs to raise interest rates to get them closer to a natural rate, and then of course they need to go the way of the dinosaur. But if they raise the interest rates, we would go through a painful yet very necessary withdrawal. If you're taking drugs, for example, and then you stop, the withdrawal can be terrible, but it's necessary given how you've screwed yourself up. Righting your own ship can be painful and daunting in the short term, but very beneficial in the long term. This is what we need, and I honestly think that Trump knows this, but he doesn't want to advocate for what he knows to be the right move, because that would mean voters would feel some pain, and it would hurt his chances of getting reelected. So this is a good example of the dangerous nature of government. Politicians don't want to advocate for what they know is right in the long run because it hurts their campaign, and they advocate for what they know is terrible policy because it can give us a temporary boost and make them look good in the short term. So if you're using drugs, will you feel better if you take drugs in the here and now? Well, yeah, you will. But does that make it a good decision in the big picture? Absolutely not. Although the difference here is that it is the government and government-created creatures forcing the drugs on people, all while they tell us everything is great now, because after all, those drugs we gave you make you numb to any pain. That's all well and true, but it also prevents us from fixing the actual problems, and it turns our economy into a house of cards. Trump, I think, knows this, and he wants that house of cards to be built really high so all the potential voters see it. It won't end well. But anyway, like I said, short video today, but like, subscribe, and share the video. It's very awesome of you, and please take it easy.